Hello and welcome to another unbagging video. My name's Jane and this is another bag that I've picked up from our local auction house. This bag cost me £10 bid and £2.50 auctioneer's commission, so £12.50. Looking at it, I mean, I did have a quick peek at the auction, obviously. It looks to be full of quite a lot of broken bits, so quite a bit to be upcycled, hopefully, and repaired, hopefully. And let's see what of this lot we can save from landfill. Let's have a little look what we've got. Pour it out. Oh. That's a bit of a mound. We'll reuse the bag. So first up, trying to escape, is an earring. And yeah, not silver. You can see that it's tarnished, so that can go. That can go. We've got a bangle, which has got multiple scratches and dings in it. Not much I can do with one of those. And a little purse. Quite sweet, little leather purse, vintage. Well, that is sweet, isn't it? Yeah, that needs some repairs. And then we have this necklace. The beads feel like they're wooden. They're quite lightweight. The clasp isn't very good, and it needs restringing. You see, it's all a bit loose, but they're quite nice. Quite nice. I think we'll put that one in the upcycling pile. See what we can get out next. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Right, let's see what else we can get out of this tanglement. We have got some bangles. Not silver. And a little brass one. I'll keep that one for using in sun catchers. Nice bright silver. Let's see what this is. This is a large statementy necklace tangled into an earring. A large statementy necklace with some little flower charms. And some plastic beads on that. It's quite tarnished. Quite tarnished. It's got a Z on it. Is that accessorize? I think what we'll do is we'll just we'll have the flowers off of that, and they can be used as charms. So that's one for the cutting up pile. This has got a bullet. It's actually gone rusty underneath, and the cord is gone. So another one doesn't do much with that. Just want you to reuse a rusty bullet. A little bracelet. It's got some writing inside of it. Foreign writing inside. Perdirti che Salamia. Okay. Messages of love. Brand is Marlowe, so we'll put that aside and we'll look that up, see who Marlowe are. Little bracelet here. Looks handmade. And I think these little brown stones are actually stones. So I think and that's a little crystal. So that's one for cutting up. And another brassy gold tone bangle, quite a bit of wear to that, quite a lot of scratching, not really even good enough to use in a sun catcher. Pair of sparkly earrings. Yeah, there's quite a lot of, well, there's rust in there, so not much we can do with those. I'm not going to reuse rusty earrings. There's some Midnights. Is that a Taylor Swift song? Tell me in the comments. Anyway, this bracelet doesn't quite sit very well, so I think that's one for the cutting up pile as well. And a little sparkly, some little sparklies. I think we'll have the rhinestones off of that. Maybe reuse that section. This has got quite a lot of rhinestones missing, so yep, have a little look at that, see what we can do with that. A knife rest. Just double check. Nope. Briefly optimistic there. Oh well, might be able to sell that. Bracelet, lots of scratches on the heart. Little clamper one, but too worn really. Lots of scratches on the body of that as well. I think this is going to be a very disappointing bag. This says it's a Fendi, but see copper tone there. It's completely worn out. See where the copper's coming through, where the gold plate has just worn away. Another one, not a lot of use for that. A little lobster class that can go in my jewellery making stuff. That works fine. This is by Orly. O-R-L-I. Never heard of them. If you know who they are, tell me in the comments. Again, and it says jasmine on it, but the heart is worn. I will quickly look up who Orly are, but it doesn't look like it's got any quality to me. So I don't think they're anybody to write home about. A little bit of broken cord. A 2006 necklace. Again, very worn. Chain's very worn. We're not doing very well here, are we? Plastic beads. Plastic beads, they can go in there. They're worn, tired. A earring with lots going on. Lots of little charmy bits. The feathers have seen, they're torn, they've seen better days. Oh, the little feathers are quite sweet. Yep, I think we'll cut that up. I'm just looking at this component here, thinking you could put that into a sun catcher and maybe put little crystal droplets off of that. But yep, I think we'll cut that up and do something with that. This is, if it's a bracelet, it's incredibly large. Maybe it's for your upper arm. Not sure. No, that's plastic. I just for a moment thought that might be real. This would have been a nice brooch. It's got a safety clasp on it. No maker's name on there at all. A bit of mother of pearl. We've got a rhinestone missing there, but that's quite pretty. I think we'll see if we can find one that fits that and do a little repair on it. That's quite pretty. Earring that's tarnished. That's its pair. Tarnished. Broken bit of chain. Broken bit of chain with some parts on it. Just thinking, do you think that would make a nice earring? Put a little drop on the bottom. I think that might make a nice earring. I'll put that in my upcycling pile. Yeah. Are you coming out? Maybe. Well, that's broken. Bollywood style collar necklace. Quite a lot of discoloration to the metal. Where gold tones worn away. Yeah. Yep. Oh, another one for the bin, I'm afraid. That's incredibly cheap. This brassy ring has got rhinestones missing and it's got quite a lot of wear, so oops. It's a sweet little bracelet. Now, elastic's given up, but it's got a little hamster hand bead, quite a few little crystals. I'll definitely cut that up and reuse those beads, they're quite pretty. We've got a magnetic bracelet. Oh, there's another feather off of that really big earring we had earlier. That's got a lot of wear to it, an awful lot of wear to it. Magnetic bracelet. The leather's okay, but the clasp is scratched. A little metal nut on some tatty cord. I'm not a little metal nut person, really. That's just a leaf shape. That's very scratched as well. This necklace seems to be holding some sellotape. That's a ball and chain. Ball and chain. And this says Angel, and it's broken and missing a lot of rhinestones. Little ring, that's quite pretty. Not too much wear to that. Quite a large size. Yep, quite a large size, but quite pretty. That's something I think we can actually sell as it is. Goodness. Little tiny bracelet. Very small. That's got all of its rhinestones. It's incredibly small. I mean, I don't know if you can see. That's a child's bracelet. But that could be used in a sun catcher. Oh no, metal's gone. You can turn it over, the metal's gone. A shame. That's part of a gold tone earring. Broken. No maker's marks on that. And come on, off you come. You know you want to come off. you do want to come off. There we go. We've got a little bangle. Little bangle. Quite sweet. Quite sweet. Nope. Metal loss just there. And this must be an anklet. Little seahorse. Anklet. Quite sweet little seahorse. I never do very well selling anklets. Don't know why. That's okay. We would certainly sell that as it is. Oh, a teaspoon. Yeah, that's quite worn as well. I'm feeling a bit of buyer's remorse with this bag. It's not doing very well at all. We've got a heart. All the rhinestones seem to be there. That's quite a big chunk of a heart. The cord's gone, so we'll just take the heart off of that. Maybe that could go onto a key ring. We'll use that again. A big chonking, bent out of shape, hollow earring. No, it's not anything, quality's not there. You just see the way it's finished and the joins, it's just not there. Oh, that would have been a nice brooch. Broken brooch, but that's a tree of life. I'll put that in the upcycling pile, see what we can do with that. It's a shame that's broken. Another bangle, very scratched, very worn. That can go. We have a double bracelet chain. No maker's marks, got an extension on it. Bit of wear. But I think that's still usable. We'll put that in the selling pile. And that part's very worn. That bead's very worn. This is another one for cutting up. These are glass beads. We'll have those. The chain's worn, but there's a few components. That's quite a nice component we can have away. So that's in the cutting up pile. Unusual pendant. It's you see, it's been cut out, so it actually, I don't know if you can see, it's springy. That's quite unusual. I don't mind that. I think we might be able to use that. Well, we can always put it under chain, see if it sells, and if it doesn't, we've got a little keyring chain that says have fun, be safe, make good choices, cool Nana. That's quite sweet. Give that a clean, and that can go in the keyring pile. That's a button. We've got a button drawer somewhere. This is a little Saint Anthony, and it's got writing on the back in Italian, I think. That's quite nice. We'll reuse that. And another one. This one says Saint Winnie Wright? Pray for us. Sovereign of Holywell, Italy. Okay, I've got some religious charms that I was going to use. This was part of an earring and it's very bent, out of shape. Just pressed metal. I have no idea what that was. Maybe part of a hair clip once upon a time. Yep, that can just go. One pearly bead. I have a bead pot. A little bit of a broken earring. A little clamshell charm. I'll pop that on a bracelet somewhere. That can be reused. vintage earring. Look at the coating's completely gone off that pearl. And whatever that was, very worn. Some little seed beads. Don't know what that logo is. Looks like a 2. Bit of chain tied around. There's a lot of chain in this. Well, basically there's a knot of chain. Oh, this probably was a necklace at one point. And it's all just got mushed up and tied in a knot. I'll put that in the upcycling pile. We can, looks like a tooth, but it's plastic. Random bead. A little ring. See, it's got 2 holes in the, I'm not sure it's a stone. I bet you had something stuck on top of there. Tiny little ring. Yeah, there's something missing from that. Ah, nice bit of chain. That actually feels nice. No marks on it at all. I should think that would make, put a lobster clasp on that, and that would make a nice bracelet, don't you think? I think it's gold plated. Yeah, I think that's gold plated. Very nice. We'll upcycle that, and that will be a bracelet. A enamelled ring, again very scratched. Some of the enamelling's coming off, not much you can do with that. Bead. A pearly and little rhinestone bracelet. Sort of wire wrapped. That's quite nice. Very small again, but we could use that in one of our sun catchers. That can be upcycled in. I don't know what this is. It's absolutely tiny little circle. Don't know. It's got mould lines in it, so not of anything of any quality. Out you come. Who's coming next? We have a fine clasp. Get that one out. Fine gold tone chain. With a small diamante on it. No maker's marks. The little this little jump ring, that one little jump ring there is yucky tarnished, and the diamante is yucky tarnished, but the chain's actually okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the diamante off and swap that jump ring out, and that chain can be reused. I'll pop something on that. Little bracelet. The silver plate's all worn off and all the copper's showing through that. So another one not beyond using. That was a bracelet once. It's got one bead left on it. My word, what, that would have been a chonker of an earring. Again, you can see the copper coming through. Shame. Interesting shape. But, yeah, interesting shape. Maybe we'll use that in a sun catcher. Or a wind chime. Just because it's interesting shape. We have got some, I suppose that was an anklet at one point in its life. Plastic beads, not for me. One single gold tone earring. This bead says 925. Do I believe that? Little bead. I don't think I believe that. I'll put that aside for testing. Look, got a little gold heart. Just put that in my pile of charms. And a razor blade. Yep, we'll reuse that. That can go. Bead. A little bit metal. A little snuff boxy pill box. Oh, look at the rust. Look at the rust. You can actually see lumps of rust in there. Nice, sweet little box. But rusty. Not for me. Are you coming out? Don't think you are yet. See who is. Are you coming out? I think you are. Right, we have got a piece of gold tone chain. No clasp on the end. As with all bits of chain that have not metallic. We'll put that in the testing pile, but I don't think it is. And this chain is quite a nice chain. Got a bit of texture to the links. Don't know if you can see some texture there. Quite a nice, heavy, long chain. I think we could reuse that. I think it's possibly, yep, possibly too long for most necklaces these days. Oh, it's got a maker's mark on it. No, it says GB. But it says, oh, it's a Sarah Coventry. That's a Sarah Coventry. Well, that's nice. That's a nice little find. Sarah Coventry chain. That might nearly, well, it might nearly get me my £12.50 back. Nice bit of chain. This is plastic and about to pop. It's just plastic, so not going on my upcycling pile. This chain, necklace. Nope. Little heart. No maker's marks there. Nice little gold tone chain. We'll put that in the upcycling pile and we'll put a clasp on that and reuse that charm. Another one for the upcycling pile. This children's bracelet with orange plastic beads. Not for me. This is a vintage magnetic bracelet. Needs a good clean. And it says on it, it's stainless steel. So we can give that a good clean. And that can be sold as is. We have a brassy coloured necklace. Simple fix there. Brassy colour. Looks like, I think that's brass. Pretty sure that is. We can clean that chain up and upcycle that. You reuse it, just mend the ends. And here we have a gold tone chain, quite nice links. With a heart charm on it. That big jump ring is very worn, very brassy looking and very worn. But the rest of the chain, well, it's got some wear to it. I think I'll take it outside and have a look at it outside. See it in the daylight. When you lay it against one another, you can see that it has got some discoloration. I'll have a look at that. Might be able to reuse that, might not. Oh. A crucifix. All the little stones are in it. I'll put that on a chain and that can just be sold. That's a wire wrapped lump of glass nugget. It's quite sweet, isn't it? Bit of old shoelace. It's a bit of old shoelace, I think. We could put that on a chain and see if somebody wants to buy that. It's quite nice. That's a little bit of power shell, but look at the wear on there. It's quite a nice little bit of power shell, but the mount is very tarnished, scratched, horrible. And pretty little sparkler ring. That's oh, not very big, but pretty. That can be sold as is. And a that can go in the bead jar. Bracelet that originally had 2 shells. Lots of wear to that. Not going to play with that one. Another beaded necklace. These are just very poor quality plastic beads. Very lightweight. Let's see what we can get out. Nope, you're not ready to come out yet. Let's take what is a knob off a teapot or something. Oh, this is a it says Links of London on it. Well, do we believe that now? Look how the colour's gone. Ah, actually, it's got the Links of London logo on it. That just shouldn't be allowed. It's all really worn. I'm going to put that in the bin. I really don't like cheap, nasty fakes. Little starfish, but a bit discoloured. That bit's quite pale, that bit's quite dark. It looks a bit odd. Just plastic. Oh, I quite like these. These 4-leaf clovers. This was a little bracelet, broken. It says JY. 18 karat gold plated. It says JY on it. We shall have a go at repairing that. Looks to be enough chain to actually still be a bracelet. So 18 karat gold plated. If we can get that repaired, that'll be a nice thing. That's definitely got me my £12.50 back. Work that with the Sarah Coventry once those two sell. And we're still in a tangle. Oh, this was a rosary. And get it out of there. This was a rosary that says Lords on it. Little 3-way connector, and these little, I think they're mother of pearl beads. And put that aside, and we've got some religious bits, but they're not saying the other religious bits we've got are marked Italy. We'll put that aside, and I think, oh, we've got a crucifix. We can probably remake that. Bit of plastic, bit of china, very, very worn ring, lots of copper showing through. Try to get that one out. A earring with a green key on it. It's a little bit odd. That's not my cup of tea. A little flower charm. We had another charm earlier on. That's a sparkly you could probably put that onto a necklace or something. It's quite a little pretty little sparkler. We reuse that one. This is a silver plated chain, but all the plates worn off. Yep, not very nice. And we have a dents in that. It's quite nicely made though. Quite a nice little, you see the little joint there? That's a really nicely made little joint. And it's got a seam around it. It's very scratched. Put that aside for testing just because it's so nicely made. I don't know if you can see the way the bezel's been joined there. Let's just put that on the testing pile. Humour me. That little heart cross charm, that could be used on a bracelet. Bead. Oh, it's like the sea. See? Just like the sea. Wave ring. It's quite sweet. I'll sell that as it is. And I'm back again. That's a little leaf shape. Nothing much I can do with that. And wow, what a chonker of a ring. Oh, sorry, forgot to turn the light on. Chonker of a ring. Look at that. Wow. Got somewhere to it, but I bet you somebody would enjoy that. I think of it as a little bit of fun. All the rhinestones are there, so I'll put that in the selling it as it is pile. And that says ZCC. Don't know who ZCC is. Make a nice little sheriff's badge. Let's see if we can get this chain out of here. God, it's a long chain. Is it coming out? Oh, that one is. That's got a piece of wire hanging out of it. Well, that chain is actually in quite good condition, although it's very short. That's got some nice yeah, there's some nice bits there. Right, that will be cut up and we can reuse. You can probably see that could make a pair of earrings. There's two of those. That's scratched up, that can go, but these could be reused, and the chain can be reused. That's in good condition. So another one for the upcycling pile. And blame me, don't blame me. Plastic beads. Is that Don't Blame Me? Is that another Taylor Swift song? Little brooch, very sweet. Broken. Little rhinestone ring. Very, very worn. There we go. It's a pendant. It's in quite nice condition. Oh, no, it's scratching on the enamel. A shame. Yeah. It's a shame. We'll put that in the upcycling pile and see if I can make that look a bit better. This was an earring, I think. Got a bit of chain around it. Come on, out you come. A bit of chain has something to do with it. Well, that's interesting. Oh, quite like that. That will go in my maybe using a sun catcher pile. This is a little chain with a wing on it. It's got a little tag on it that says it is blueberry. I think it's a that's a little chain and it says blueberry 316. Okay, 316. I'll put that aside. We'll look up blueberry in a moment. That's interesting. There's a little, it's a little broken bracelet, but cute bead. It's not got a hole through it. Butterfly. That's glued in. Well, that's got wear to it. This is a little, probably an anklet. No maker's marks. Yeah, that's got copper showing through. Little ring, again copper showing through. Some more beads. And the tick. Is that, what's that off of? I doubt that's come off of something. It's got no hole in it or anything. Lots of scratching. Little ring. Lots of wear to that. This is a bracelet that has popped. Completely popped. It's a shame. It's a shame. It would have been a real sparkler. Right, I'm back again. The little bracelet that's marked 316. I looked up 316 and apparently it's a code they use for a stainless steel that is tarnish resistant. So now I know. Right, let's see what else we've got in this little lot. We have a bracelet. Lots of beads have got their gold coating completely worn away. Yeah. It seems like that bead's worn, and that bead's okay, and that bead's worn, and that little rondell's okay. So I think we'll just cut that up and reuse the beads off that, because half of them are okay. And we've got a ring with a plastic top and a lot of wear, and a cute little ring, metal ring. Quite sweet. It's got a lot of wear to that as well. A little baggie. Let's see what's in the little baggie. We have a pair of butterfly earrings made out of plastic. They're quite sweet, but still not the sort of thing I would sell. Not very well made. Part of an earring. Don't think that's silver. A bracelet from Oxford, which is falling apart. Put that one in the rubbishy bit. This, I think, was a pendant. Part of a pendant, I think. one of the metal things is completely broken off there and there's a rough edge. So can I do anything with this? And it's got a stone missing there. I think we'll just harvest some stones off of that. Don't think there's much we can do with that. A metal? I don't know. Metal? Are you a wrap bracelet? Got Amos written on the back. Not sure if that's a wrap bracelet. What else could it be? Well, let me know in the comments if you know what it is. Thinking it might be. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure about that at all. More rings. Oh, that's quite a cute little ring. Again, lots of wear. I do think that's quite cute. But really beyond saving. And this little ring, again, very, very heavily tarnished, plating loss. Oh, that's not too bad. Looks like all the rhinestones are there. That's one we can sell. And this is a little heart pendant. It's quite sweet. I think it's got all its stones. Yeah, we could use that as a little charm or something. That can be reused. And again, that ring's not in bad condition. Quite pretty. Very small, but quite pretty. That can be sold. Buggy gear. Not the key ring for me. A little fish charm. Yep. I'll put him in the beads drawer. He's got a little bit of wear on him. Part of an earring. Oh, look at the amount of plating loss on that. That can go. A little very bent, very thin metal pendant. Yeah, and lots of wear on that. That's not worth bending straight. This, you can hear that. That is glass or gemstones. Little mom bracelet. Mom, sweet. Yeah, not much stretch left in that, but they are nice beads. So we'll have the beads off of that. Broken bit. And a broken chain. That's quite an easy fix. I don't suppose for a second that one's silver. It's not. The clasp is magnetic, but the chain isn't magnetic. Clasps are often magnetic because they've got a little springy doodah inside, and we don't know that that is the clasp that originally started life with this chain. So we'll just test that for silver to make sure it's not. Plastic beads in a very tatty cord, that can go, and that's very tarnished. Bit of a button, a plastic bead, are you coming out? Maybe we can get some other bits out. I'm trying to get that out, but I think I've got something else out here. That has has gone through. Okay, that's tarnished. That's completely tarnished. Yep. Plating loss and tarnished, those can go. A little ring, very worn, again plating loss. Well, that was one we were going to test. A bit of plastic, a bit of metal, small beads. This is a little infinity symbol. Look at the plating wear on there. Yeah, nothing I can upcycle in that. A very cheap metal, thin metal. It's a sweet little ring. I like that. A little crown ring. I do like that. We'll sell that one just as it is. That, you see the copper, all the silver plate's worn off that. It's just copper now. Yep, that's got a lot of plating wear as well. More beads. Oh. The other one to that earring. We've had that earring already, I think. And there's the matched pair. Should I sell them? They're pretty bonkers. Maybe as I've got a pair, maybe we'll put them up for sale. Another little charm. Got a little collection of charms going. That's an infinity ring. Oh, look how much plating loss we've got across the back of that. This is some sort of cuff. Quite bent. And two little hearts. Also quite a lot of painting loss. That was part of a pearl earring, but it's lost its coating. Bit of a pendant. Very thin, not really my cup of tea. Have we had one of those? It looks very familiar. It's a very chonking, happy looking button. I like that. Keep that to one side. This really does look like it should have had something in it. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, gold has worn off that. It was part of a... Was it part of an earring? The sort that hooks round. Bits of that missing. Part of a pendant. Just quite a plain little bit. And a letter B. Oh, I've got the end of this. This is broken. That's it, a long length of chain. Some beads on it. A very long length of chain. That's got a very worn plant leaf at one end. That's missing a stone. That's very worn. Quite a nice little component. These two little flower things, those could be a pair of earrings. And we've got a gemstone, chips on there, not sure what that is, a bluey grey colour, maybe it's dyed howlite or sodalite. I think I'll keep that aside and just take the couple of components off of that. Tangulation. Oh, that's a bit that's come out. That's a very worn clasp and extension chain. Yeah, too worn to be reused. Bit of a very bent ring. These are Guru Puja. Okay. I should imagine these are the little dots that are used by Indian ladies. Yep, little dots. Oh, sorry about that. Bit of drilling going on outside. That's worn gold-plated chain. And this is a little gold tone ring. Make a nice little stacking ring. Very, very sweet. Very sweet. I'm sorry somebody started drilling up the pavement outside my house. That's quite nice. We'll sell that one. That's it looks like a bit of a curtain ring. And then we have got another bit of extension chain, and that can be reused. This is elasticated and looks like a hairband. Let's see if I can. And here we have, well, so a little heart on that end. That's quite sweet. Quite a nice piece of chain. Not quite sure. It feels like it was half a necklace. Does feel like that's half a necklace. And there's quite a bit missing. Not gold. Not sure if I can do anything with that. Have a little think about that one. Another bead. This. Huge clasp for such a small bracelet. Crystal beads, rather nice. I think we'll have the clasp off that. I think we'll break that up and reuse the parts. It's handmade by somebody. We'll break that up.
I think there might be some workmen outside.
Sorry about that. I had to turn you off. There were men working outside their house, drilling, and it was just got too noisy. Right, next we have a bracelet. It's got a Zara tag on it. I think that's quite nice. I think we can sell that one as it is. It's not too much wear on it. And we have a earring. Oh, it's bent. Might be a little toe ring, but again, plating loss. Not one for me. Earring back. This, I'm guessing, was a bracelet. It's got, they look like wood, but they're actually plastic beads. That's losing its coating. I don't think there's much I can do with that. A little cross brooch, again, plating loss. Oh dear. And a bit of plastic. This, quite a heavy feeling. This has got, oh, an unusual clasp. I like unusual clasps. That clasps, will it? Oh, other way up, Jane. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Do you see how that, it's got a little clip there, and if you pop it in like that, and it clasps like that. Oh, I like that. That is rather nicely made. I haven't seen a clasp like that. Very little wear to it. Oh, I do like that. We'll sell that one just as it is. I'm pretty sure it's just probably maybe a little gold plated thing. It's slightly magnetic. Very nice. Like that one. Oh, I've got somebody's hair. That's just lovely. Do you like hair? This is a nice big crucifix. Gold tone crucifix. The chain is quite worn, but I do like the crucifix. I think what we might do is swap that out for a slightly nicer chain. But that's good. That's a nice piece. Oh, I forgot to turn the light back on. That's better. Yeah, now you can see. Gold toned. Few scratches on it, but it's still a nice thing. I say the chain's a bit worn. Swap the chain out. This is covered in hair. It's a hairband. All the plating's worn off these beads. And we have a sweet little bracelet. No maker's marks on it. A little bit the plating loss. Some little beads. They can just go in the bead pot under that one. This ring lost some stones, unfortunately. That's lost a stone, and there's only one of them, so that can go. And another dangle. So many dangles. That's lost its central stone and it's got tarnish to it, so that can go. This has got it's the tiniest wee little teddy bear pendant on it. It's quite a short one. It's a little child's necklace. Sweet. The clasp and the extension chain are in really great condition, and the chain is very brassy and worn looking, so I think what we might do is just take the clasp. It's not magnetic. Oh, it's probably brass. Yep, I think we'll have some bits off of that. Probably a bit of a cuff earring. This rhinestone's missing. And it's broken. Undoubtedly that was a necklace once, and it's probably half missing. Sweet little beads, but they are plastic. Bangle, again, plating loss, masses of plating loss. This is just a little Oliver Bonas little necklace in a silver tone. No other marks to it. That's quite nice. That's quite just very simple, but I like that. I think we can sell that one as it is. And then we have look at all it's very coppery on the back. Lots of discoloration, lots of plating loss. Actually, I think all the plating's gone. Sweet little bracelet. I bet that was nice when it was first done. This is a gold tone chain. Again, no maker's marks on it, but that is actually in quite good condition. And we've had a few pieces that could really do with a chain update, so that will get reused quite quickly. And then we've got yeah, the chain's quite good on this. Chain is fine, I think. But these little hearts, little heart stations, are worn. They were probably gold colour to start with, and they're very worn. But the chain is quite nice, so it makes you wonder. And that would be very hard to open. I might have a look and see if maybe we can put something else, swap those hearts out for something else. That could be a little upcycle for me. These are, I don't know, that's a broken bit of a necklace. And don't know what that was originally. Another piece of chain. Broken box chain. Again, no marks on it. Is that long enough to be a necklace if we repair it? I don't think it is. Seems very short to me. Just tried it around my neck. No, that's not long enough to be a necklace. A little plastic brooch and some fake pearls and a part off a bracelet that's sort of very worn. Oh, we've had a little flower charm. We've had more of those. This is a very heavy. It's got a V on it. I wonder if that's part of a key ring or a bag charm or something. Quite nice chain. It's quite nicely made. It's got screws in the back. I wonder if it's just for like a V for Violet or Veronica or something, or whether that's a trademark. I might try that on Google Lens. There's a sparkly letter A. This is a St. Christopher, quite nicely carved. A bit of wear to the back, that needs a bit of a clean, and on the back it says, where's my jeweler's loop? It says Paris Charmos. That's we'll have a little Google of that. Charmos or something. We'll type that in and have a little Google. But we could pop that on a chain. There's a letter T. Button. I think we had a button pile somewhere. That's probably part of a necklace. That shell, I'm sure I've had a shell charm. That's probably come off a bracelet. We've had the other one of those earrings, equally worn out. Ring, plating loss all over it. Another ring. Plating loss isn't too bad on that one. It's quite a sweet little ring. We can sell that. And this is what I call bathtub chain. I wonder what his proper name is. Anyway. I'm never 100% sure how these little clasps are meant to work. Anyway, bathtub chain, a bit of black chain, that would be useful. Making black necklaces that had a stone or something on there, and that's long gone. Some fake pearls. A European that's got stones missing, bit of metal, bead. A plating loss round there, ring there was a lot of plating loss. Another bit of metal. Another bit of metal, flower-shaped metal. Some beads. A hamster hand charm. We can reuse that. This was obviously gold ones, and these little grooves have all got gold colour in them, and all the rest of it is silver colour. That's really worn. This was part of a necklace or an earring. pretty sparkly beads. But I always find that if you open these little parts up, they just never go back together again the same. That's a heart pendant that can just go in a chain and be reused. That's quite sweet. That's, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a gap there and it's quite rough. Bit of metal, bit of plastic, little, it's a sweet little earring, but just the one of them. Another bead. Bead, bead, bead. Put them in the pot. Button, button. One bent earring. The stones in that are very dead. They've lost their sparkle. A little signet ring. Faux signet ring. Quite pretty. Nothing wrong with that. That can be resold. Part of an old earring. Rubbish. Beads. Bit of metal. Heart shaped. I would have been a pendant. The loopy doodah has come off, or an earring, but the loopy doodah's come off. Magnetic. Very pretty. If we could somehow put a loopy doodah on it. Don't know. Have a little think about that. See if we can get a loopy doodah in it. We've already had one of those. Nike type things. Is it Nike? That would have been a pretty earring, but obviously it's lost its... Oh, and we had another one of those. Exactly the same. How weird. Lots of hair on that. The ring's completely had it. It's bent out of shape. That ring's lost its stone. This little ring, oh, it's very sweet. It's a shame it's so worn. It's got stars and moons on. Very sweet. I do like that. And it actually looks all right on because all the raised areas are goldy colour. It's a sweet little ring, I think. No, great big chunks out of it down here. It's nibbled. But I do like that. Shame, shame. Little bag with something in it. Not sure what that is. It's... Oh, it's glasses, I think. Or something. Yeah. No need for that. Right, and we've got some just last little pile of bits. Oh, and we've got a little baggie of bits. Let's just get these. Bead, bead, bead. Little heart, we can use that. Little earring. It's very sweet. It's like a little ring size. No, won't go on. That's really cute. I like that. Do like that. Not magnetic at all. What if there's just a part of something? Don't know. We'll give that a little test. Why not? Some more buttons. Some more buttons. A little piece of metal. That's a nice bead. That's a nice bead. With different shapes on it. I think we can use that bead. Oh, look at us. We've got so many beads here. Another little heart pendant. That's a little green. Yeah, that's worn. That's got scratches to it. That's a little enamelled ring, but it's got scratches to it. Little heart charm. Little heart charm. That's nice. That's nice. We'll use that. That can go on a bracelet, or we'll use it as a charm. Little starfish. Little rose gold starfish. She's rather sweet. Got nice beads on here. This is quite worn, so maybe we'll just have to take you and give you a different bail. That's a nice little, that can be a charm on something. This is a little heart charm, quite scratched where they've been rubbing together. The other side is actually okay. Might be able to reuse that. This was a vintage clip-on earring. I wonder if I had something in the centre, because you can see the plastic through it. That's nice. Like that. Shame it's not all there. Little ring. We've had something like this, haven't we? Not yet. That's a nice little ring. I do like that. It's got wear. The gold plate has worn off around here. But I think it's such a nice little ring. I think we'll just sell it as it is, because someone will enjoy that. Just as it is. Vintage brooch with lots of rhinestones missing. There and there and there and there, but also with lots of dead rhinestones that have lost their sparkle. Oh, we had the other one of those, and it also lost that stone. So they are a matching pair, but both. This is another twisted ring that would make a good stacking ring, but again, it's got plating loss. This is quite a nice enamelled, probably on brass, vintage pendant. It's lost some of the enamel on the petals, but I do like that. I think we could pop another rhinestone in there and make that good again. That's, oh, I don't know if you can see how thin that is. And a couple of little nice blue sparkly stones somewhere to that. That would have made a lovely pair of earrings if you had two of those. And just pop a little hook through it would have made a lovely pair of earrings. But sadly, we've only got one piece. And it's showing some wear, so that's a shame. Little leaf charm. Another bead, and then in this baggie, last bit, in this baggie we have got a necklace by Pilgrim. Clasp works. These feel like stones. Oh, this is quite nice. It's got nice enamelled little flowers on it. Some little, that is rather nice. I do like that. What do you think? I like that. Now, is it meant to be brassy coloured? Do we think, or has it got? I think it must be meant to be brassy coloured, because it's all over. Yeah, if you move the beads, there's not a vast colour difference. Find some more beads that can move. Not you, not you. That one can, that, yeah, there's a bit of colour difference. Not massive. I'll give that a clean, but I like that. Pretty sure that it is meant to be a brassy colour. Yeah, I like that. We can sell that one as it is. Well, there we go. We've got a little bit of testing to do. A few little bits. We've got what wasn't magnetic. You were magnetic. You weren't magnetic. You're magnetic. You're magnetic. You're magnetic. I remember you weren't. You weren't. You weren't. You are. And that's got to be tested for silver. It says it is, but I don't believe it. Right, a few bits to test. Let's get my bits and bobs out. Right, let's have a little look. This says it's silver. It's clearly marked 925, and I don't believe for a second that it is. Just doesn't look like it's good enough. Nope, it's rubbing as copper. You see, it's a very yellowy orange rub. This I'm just going to test because it's not magnetic and it's such nice quality. And I'm pretty sure that's rubbing as copper as well. We'll give it a little second. Right. Just going to test if I can get this gold tone chain wrapped around my finger. Find a little bit of it that will squidgle. I always find it very hard to scratch chain. Not sure about the colour of that either. Find a little bit of this that will actually okay, that's that one. And then this little tiny thing. Let's give this up while we've got it out. I don't think that's not scratching at all, which probably means it's stainless steel. Very sweet though. Right, so we decided this is gold testing solution, and what will happen is the scratches will, if they're not gold, the scratches will just disappear. And I don't know if you can see that, but they've completely gone. So none of that is gold. Didn't expect it to be, but it's always worth a little look. There we go. Right, so we have got quite a few bits to upcycle, as you saw, quite a few bits to salvage. We've got a large bag of bits that I don't feel I can do anything with. It doesn't mean that they can't go on to have a life. I don't know if you've seen them on YouTube and Pinterest. People who do artworks, and they will use these tarnished bits and use them in artworks. I mean, that could be used as an eye in an artwork, and then they spray them with a metallic paint. So some of these can go on to have a life, but that's not the kind of thing I do. So I have got lots to work with. I've got several trays of bits to be mended and several trays of bits to salvage beads off of and to upcycle. So I better get on with that. I will catch you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye bye.